Today we have an announcement of the COVID inquiry. That is important that it take place. We said before the election, and I've said since, given the enormous dislocation, the stress, of course, loss of life, the economic impact of the pandemic, it is appropriate that when we reached a certain period that we would have an inquiry. It's a commitment I made before the election, and one of the things that we've been doing is ticking off all those commitments that we have made. Yesterday, 5.5 million Australians enjoyed an increase to their payments. We, for the first time, an additional 65,000 single mums got access to the single parenting payment. Making these changes are making a difference. We are making sure that we deal with cost of living pressures. But of course, Australians will recall, will never forget what the country went through in 2020 and 2021 in particular. It was a time where Australians joined together. They made sacrifices to help each other. They sacrificed some of the normal activity that would go on. And it was a very disruptive period in our lives, but we got through it. And we got through it in a way that was positive in most respects, but we need to examine what went right, what could be done better with a focus on the future. Because the health experts and the science tells us that this pandemic may well be, indeed is not likely to be the last one that occurs. So that's why better preparedness is very important. So the inquiry that we're announcing today will look at as well the more than 20 inquiries that have already happened by people like Dr Peter Shergold and the other inquiries that have occurred across states and territories and the Commonwealth up to now. Bring them all together in a consolidated way, but also look at new information which will occur. One of the things that I want to do from the lessons as well is to ensure that we're positive, that the process of learning from the pandemic is constructive rather than destructive.